shit, it's gonna let us stop too. The traffic's gonna let us stop. Right in between the hotel and the road. Look. You see that car right there that's wide open? Wait until we pass the next car in a second. You'll see all the fucking bullet holes in the windshield.
Oh, home too?
Oh,
that's why
just
they
wait.
got arrested?
Just wait, look. Look right there, babe.
Oh. Judgment on another rapper. And I just want to say this, brothers. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Harakwadash. And the reason why this is happening specifically to rappers is because the things that they say is condoning adultery, witchcraft, and sorcery. And that's the reason why they're dying. Bottom line. Sorcery and witchcraft is all sins committed unto death. All those things are sins.
Y'all, they done got that black ass boy. You say they done got that Julio, foolio boy. I told him they would go get him. Yeah, well, I didn't tell him they would go get him. I just knew they would go get him. Because the boy works hard to get got. No, that nigga works hard to get shot on. Man, they shot his foot off last year, give him that pirate nub. Man, that nigga supposed to still, nigga got his foot shot off, ain't supposed to be bouncing around on his birthday. Man, get somewhere and sit down and rest that foot and work your hips, nigga. Nigga supposed to be fucking. And then I'm thinking, at the Holiday Inn, what the fuck? Man, nigga ain't no protection on a nigga at the Holiday Inn. They ain't even got valet parking.
Around 4:40 this morning, we received a 911 call about a shooting that happened here in the parking lot behind me on McKinley and Fowler. What we have learned, and again, this is all very early in the investigation, is that 2 cars were shot at. 4 people were shot in total as a result of this. 3 of them were transported to hospitals,
And one was pronounced dead at the scene. I presume it's this guy. But you could see those shitlocks, those long shitlocks. That's a heathen custom as well. You know, the scriptures say, learn not the ways of the heathen. And this man was simply doing that. And of course, culturally, hip-hop and rap is talks about, yo, I smashed your chick, which I'm being nice about the verbiage. Yo, I effed your chick, da-da-da. And this is the type of stuff that they condone like it's just nothing. It's like a badge of honor for another man in this hip-hop culture to rap about, you know, hey, I did this to your girl. I mean, or doing weed and popping pills and shit like that, which is also sorcery. So sorcery, adultery, and witchcraft is what you are promoting. So of course the Lord's going to send evil angels upon you. Of course. Because you stupid goofies, you don't want to listen to the scriptures, man. You know, the real lyrics that you should be listening to.
and was pronounced deceased here on the scene. So we are working to learn what led up to the shooting, motive. You can see behind me a lot of officers are here. They are talking with witnesses. They are looking for video as it pertains to the shooting. As far as the people that are at local hospitals, we are working to get an update on their condition. It seems like they will survive their injuries, but again, that's very early in the investigation. Those are really the details that I have at this point as we're unfolding and getting updates. I'll take a couple of questions for what I can't say.
Julie, were these guests at the hotel, do you know, that were staying here with some kind of beef or rivalry?
At this point, it's part of the investigation, but it seems that they might have been coming here to the hotel to get a room.
Can you say anything about the guests that were staying in the hotel? Did they have to be evacuated, or were they told to stay in place after the incident this morning?
Part of the investigation, I don't think so, because of what time it happened. At this point, guests are waking up and we're updating them and we're assisting them with anything that they need assistance with at this time. But it didn't happen inside the hotel. It was in the parking lot.
So this dumbbell was sitting in the parking lot in Tampa, Florida, probably smoking weed or something like that. Because, that's a badge of honor to this community. The hip-hop community, if you will. And let's just get into the scriptures, man. I don't even want to.
There you go. Okay. So a guy should pay. What about you?
No, a guy should pay.
Okay.
Listening to this podcast, hearing Myron roast them 3 or 4 chicks, man. And trying to get content from more stories, you know, basically, ultimately, that I can report on. So, anyways, here we go. Let's go to witch. Actually, okay. Deuteronomy 18:10. There shall not be found any among you, any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. That guy would be a witch, or a sorcerer, if you will, or a wizard. It says, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh, and because of these abominations, the Lord Yahweh, thy power, doth drive them out before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord Yahweh, thy power. So you have to stay away from this trash, all right? Stay away from this. You don't want to be looking like this clown. I mean, look at his face, anyways. Disheveled. Completely disheveled. Just don't go that way. You know, you Jakes out there, man, I know you want to get money and stuff because it liberates you from having to go do things you don't want to do and suffering and stuff. But at what expense? At your life? Going off at the expense of then your life? What is it if a man gained the whole world but then lose his own soul in the process? All right? And you don't know when that's going to happen. And the ultimate judgment's what you really want to avoid, because it's going to be way worse than what he got. A couple of bullets, it's going to be way worse than that on Judgment Day, man. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, all these things are an abomination unto the Lord. Now let's look at the word for wizard. Because that's what that guy's a wizard, man. H3049. Wizard. It says a knower, one who has a familiar spirit. A familiar spirit. Soothsayer, necromancer, meton. It says properly a knowing one, specifically a conjurer, by implication a ghost or wizard. So I would say a conjurer by implication. You know, when you're smoking weed, you're conjuring up spirits. Just like when people, before they can do, you know, a rap session, they don't have the power to do it normally. But when they smoke weed, boom, they transform into an alter ego. That's a conjurer of spirits. You're conjuring up a spirit. Okay? You're conjuring up a spirit. You don't need to do that, man. You don't need to. Okay? And now let's look up the word for witch as well. Because we ain't playing. Alright? Witch, kashaf, it says to practice witchcraft or sorcery. Use witchcraft. Sorcerer, sorceress. So both of them. It says a primitive root. It says properly to whisper a spell and enchant or practice magic. And not only is the lyrics of what they're doing conjuring up that spirit along with the sorcery. You see what I'm saying? It's like a vibration. It's a spirit, really. But that spirit is familiar with the other spirits. Okay? They know each other. They're very familiar. That's why, you know, misery loves company. And people who are miserable tend to get along. You know, can two walk together unless they be agreed? that hip-hop community will only be feeling your music if you're wicked to that level, and that they say similar things like they smashed your chick and they're doing drugs and bopping around doing drugs, slurring their words. That's not rapping, man. These guys don't even know what they're doing either. They're not even good at it. You know, even Kendrick Lamar, he's the most popular rapper right now, basically, and he be on some trash, man. My opinion. I mean, honestly, he be on some heavy trash, man. And he'd be doing crazy, he'd be doing the same shit, with coming up with a crown of thorns. What the fuck does this guy think he is? Shalak Ram on that devil, and the Most High is going to kill him. And honestly, look at these people who do that stuff, man, their days are going to be short-lived. And here's the reason why, man. None of these people are going to just be exempt from their judgment like it just doesn't exist. You know? It's going to exist. You will get it. I don't care who you think you are out there, man. All right, Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.